It's time for us to have our parenting conversation this Tuesday. Now, parenting both girls and boys is sort of somewhat different. There are certain things that a girl child needs and certain things that a boy child needs. Now, Olabisi Oni, CEO of Feto Swine Outfit, the founder of a value-added parenting platform. She talks on parenting, international parenting methods, and daily activities that parents need to embark on. Today's focus is the needs of a boy child. Last week, we started with the needs of a girl child, and we highlighted the fact that, of course, this week we will talk about the needs of the boy child. It's great to have you back in the studio.
I'm so glad to be here again.
All right, so there are certain things a girl needs to know, there are certain things a boy needs to know. First of all, let's talk about the age group. When do you start trying to instill some of these things that a boy child needs to know?
All right, so, when it comes to parenting, no child is actually too young. Okay. You just dish out some of these things in age appropriately. Okay. That's it. So, for a boy child needs to know that he is on a mission. Okay. And you don't just put it out to the child. But while you are raising the child, there are some things, maybe through your words of affirmation daily, you let the child know, you start building the child confidence. Okay. As a boy child, you can't raise a boy child the way you raise a girl child. It is believed that girl child are fragile in a way. But if you raise a boy child like that, it's like you are raising a wife to somebody. Okay. But you need to bring that confidence, that strongness. That's how man he is. So I have two boys, actually. So,
okay. So you're talking about manliness. You're talking about masculinity here. You're talking about making a boy child strong. We've had conversations where, I'm talking about on the show, but we had conversations where we've noted that a lot of men do not like to express emotions because of how they were raised. They were raised to be strong, to be hard, to not cry, to not express themselves so much. So where do we stand on this? Okay,
so I'm not saying that a boy child should not express emotion. Okay. I have two boys, and my sons, they are very expressive. They say anything. And they cry because it is okay to cry. I let them know that it is okay to cry. Because you are a boy, it doesn't mean that you should not show some emotion. I'm just saying that there should be difference between how we raise a girl child and a boy child. A boy child needs to know that he needs to stand up for himself. Yes, that's actually the basis of what I'm trying to say. Okay. That you are on a mission, you are on an assignment. Okay. All right, you are going to be the head of something. Okay. And also, you need to help a boy child to also develop their mental competence. And this has to do with the kind of books parents buy for their boy child as well. Okay. Yes, you build their libraries. There is a saying that elder men are made. They are not created. Somebody must deliberate, nurture that in them. When you see a responsible man today, somebody has invested into that. Like we are a product of parents, we are a product of a family. So whatever you see out there is a product of something. So you want to raise elder man, you want to raise elder boy, then you must be ready to put in the work. So there are some of those values we've talked about. We talked about some values for the girl child. Do we have a list of values that parents can use as a guide for instilling in the boy child? Yes. Okay. So another thing, you need to build confidence in your child, in your boy child. Like I said, for the girl child also, their opinion also counts. Okay. So it's not all the time you shut your child up. Okay, like for instance, yesterday I went to pick my kids from school, and there was their family, friends also that I picked. So while in the car, the boy was like, Abraham, when will you start making your hair? Okay. My son is a boy. When will you start making your hair? My son was like, never. Why should I make my hair? Okay. And the boy was like, but there are some men that make their hair. My boy had to let her know that I am not some men. I am me. I am Abraham. And I have my values. So that could happen because we've been allowing him to have a say in the house. That's why I was in the car. But I behave as if I wasn't there, like I did here. But I love the confidence in his voice. And that's part of the values we have been building, instilling in him that you are a boy. Because I know it's going to go to a time that there's going to be gender confusion. And while raising your boy child too, you need to know that you are raising a boy child. There are some things you don't need to expose them to because of the gender.
Okay.
So that's another thing. As a boy child, you need to let them know you are a boy. You are created as a boy. Okay. And this is your significance. You need to have confidence in this, your body. This is what makes you different. Because, you know, the whole world is not only happen in your house. The children are going to go out there, mix with peers, want to be tested. But what you have put in them would determine how they react to those things when they come.
Okay, so I know that there are so many different vices out there in the environment now, especially when you think about children that have been sent abroad, you know, and there's a lot of things that children need to be protected from at this point. I know there's probably a parent watching right now who, you know, they've given their child everything they need. They've spoken to this child. They've done what they can, right? But for parents that maybe don't know if they even have what it takes to instill this, these values, you know, what do they do? Where should they begin? And then also for single moms, for instance, raising a boy child, what should they be thinking about?
Okay, so for those one who do not know what to do, number one, we start from your beliefs, your religion. Whether you are a Muslim or you are a Christian, at least you have foundation. You have something that is guiding your family. I'm a Christian, so we have something that is guiding us. It's the word of God. That's what we go back to. So I build my children based on that foundation. Okay. So even if on the long run, my child go astray or something, he will come back. Because there is something, there is a foundation, there is something deep down. Okay. And for a single parent, like I said last week, you need a father figure. Okay. It doesn't have to be your family, but look for somebody.
For a mentor.
A mentor, and speak to them. Okay. Even we that we have our husband alive and everything, it's going to get to a time that your child still needs somebody out there that will be called a mentor. It's called trusted adults, apart from you guys, that you need to introduce your child to that. In case of anything, we are not available, you can trust this person because we trust this person. Okay. I have that for my boy because that's like another father figure for them. So as a single parent, they need to create that for their girl child or boy child as well.
Thank you so much, Olabisi, for talking to us yet again. We know that we can reach you on social media, and of course, we'll be connecting with you online. This is, I think, the final episode for the month. Yes. Wow, fantastic. It's been a really great month with Olabisi. Please use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC and tell us what you think about this particular conversation.